Luka Doncic has already gone beyond the realm of exaggerated words. Regardless of how lofty the commendation may seem, the statistics are likely to support it. He's arguably planning the best age 20 NBA season ever. Again, that may seem improbable, but the numbers don't lie when you look at them. In his age 20 campaign, Doncic became the only player in history to average 28 points, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists. Why is there a comparison between Luka Doncic and Larry Bird? The NBA community is currently recognizing a lot of similarities between the great Boston Celtics player Larry Bird and Slovenian phenom Luka Doncic. Despite living in different eras and being decades apart, these two basketball virtuosos have a lot in common. All things considered though, Doncic is most comparable to Larry Bird. Head coach of the Dallas Mavericks, Rick Carlisle, who was a player and then an employee of Bird, has already established the connection between how he and Doncic improve everyone around them. Tim Legler of ESPN, who made his NBA debut during Bird's third-to-last season, elaborated on the parallel. In November, Legler commented on SportsCenter, "I'm seeing a Larry Bird type with his pace and the way you can't speed them up, his shooting ability from deep. But if Larry Bird had a tighter handle and a better first step, that's really what Luka Doncic is. A copy of Bird seems too wonderful to be true, doesn't it?" Let's return to the figures once more. During his most productive season, 1987-88, Bird averaged 6.1 assists, 9.3 rebounds, and 29.9 points. Less than 3 months after turning 21 years old, Doncic is already approaching those benchmarks, 28.7, 9.3, and 8.7 respectively. Luka Doncic stands out as a formidable force in the scoring department with a career average of 276 points per game, surpassing the remarkable 24.3 of Larry Bird. His ability to routinely score close to 28 points a game is evidence of both his offensive skill and adaptability as a scorer. With a career 8.2 FTA, he has a varied scoring repertoire that combines deft ball handling, contested three-point shooting, and a talent for drawing fouls to get to the free-throw line. However, despite being somewhat lower, Larry Bird's 24.3 points per game still captures the incredible scoring ability that typified his period. Larry Bird led the Boston Celtics to 3 championships during his career thanks to his clutch plays, excellent basketball intelligence, and lethal mid-range game. Luka may lead in points statistically, but his scoring prowess and approach reflect the different areas in which they flourish. The Slovenian is undoubtedly getting more chances to control the ball and set himself up for goals. Larry Bird has a considerable edge over Luka Doncic in the rebounding area. His career average of 10 rebounds per game is higher than Doncic's 8.6. Despite predominantly playing as a forward, Bird's ability to contribute on the board shows his perseverance and hard work on the court. Among natural small forwards, the Celtics legend is ranked 4th all-time in career rebounds per game, ahead of Lakers icon Elgin Baylor, 13.5. But even if Luka's average of 8.6 rebounds per game is a little lower, it's still a remarkable achievement for a versatile guard in the current era of basketball. His ability to contribute on the glass highlights to his all-around game and versatility, which are qualities that are highly prized in the NBA of today. With so much scoring and playmaking to do, Luka is making the most of his 6'7", 230-pound physique to slam the boards. Nevertheless, Bird was a more reliable and potent rebounder. Compared to Larry Bird's 6.3 assists per game, Luka Doncic's career average of 8.0 assists per game makes him stand out when it comes to playmaking and assists. One of his strongest suits is his ability to move the ball around and set up his teammates for easy baskets. The Slovenian is a skilled defensive coordinator and frequently serves as his team's main playmaker in the modern era. He is one of the most versatile playmakers in the league thanks to his passing prowess, vision, and game-reading abilities. Doncic placed 6th in the previous season's assists. However, despite being remarkable for a forward of his period, Larry Bird's 6.3 assists per game are indicative of a different style of play that was popular at that time. Larry Bird is renowned for his court vision and basketball IQ. His playmaking prowess was essential for the Celtics' 3 championship runs and overall success. Larry Bird continues to have a statistically significant advantage against Luka Doncic in the category of blocks. Throughout his career, Bird averaged 0.8 blocks per game, showcasing his defensive adaptability and potent rim protection for a forward in his era. Bird was tall enough to challenge shots at 6'9" and frequently got a hand on them. How does Luka Doncic compare to Michael Jordan and LeBron James? After completing his 4th NBA season and rookie contract, Luka Doncic has had an incredible start. The year's rookie, an all-star beginning, all-star NBA team, a trip to the conference finals, incredible statistics. Doncic is already too talented to be compared to any of the current top 4 or top 5 players in the NBA, let alone his youthful peers. So let's go ahead of the game and compare him to the 2 best NBA players ever. LeBron James and Michael Jordan. At this point in their careers, Doncic and James had comparable averages of points per game, 26.7 to 26.4. However, throughout the course of 4 seasons, he has averaged 8 assists, whereas James has only averaged 6.5 at the same time in his career. Doncic out-rebounded Bron's 6.7 to 8.5, taking the lead in rebounding once more. Doncic's performance in the scoring department was lacking against Jordan. MJ outscored Doncic by almost 4.5 points per game on average in his first 4 seasons, averaging just under 31. Doncic, on the other hand, averaged over 3 assists compared to MJ's 4.8. Similar numbers were scored in rebounds, with Luka easily surpassing Michael's 5.2 per game with 3.3 more rebounds. It's difficult to conclude which player had superior stats over Luka. We've only seen James win, but Doncic passes the eye test when he plays and leads his teams to victory. He elevates everyone around him, and his feel for the game is nearly flawless. Having him ensures that your offense will be in the top 10, and his Mavericks club from 2019 to 20 even broke the record for the most efficient offense ever. Before his rookie contract expired, he led the Mavericks to the conference finals, where they were defeated by the eventual champions. Along with slamming the Suns in a game that was gone by halftime with a 57-27 lead, Doncic solidified his hold on the record for the highest points average in closeout games in NBA history, with an astounding 38.3. Naturally, we can't predict if he'll remain this good throughout his career. Although he'll need to win a lot of titles to surpass these players, he's most likely already among the top 100 NBA players of all time at this stage in his career. What about Luka Doncic's comparison with James Harden? Many similarities to Luka Doncic have been made, but this one may be the most accurate. The Mavericks are doing just as James Harden did when he played for the Houston Rockets 10 years ago. This is significant in part because of the similarities between Harden and Doncic's style of play. Even while they can both score large totals each night, their superior facilitation and high IQ are ultimately what separate them. Their ability to manage an offensive at a high level improves the players around them. More significantly, when teams collapse on Luka Doncic in an effort to slow him down, he can find his teammates for open shots. Role players surround Harden until Daryl Morey took a strong swing for Chris Paul. He was the focal point of the attack and incredibly ball dominant as a result. Harden's constant possession of the ball drew criticism from some, but it was necessary. Luka Doncic's performance in the playoffs is reminiscent of James Harden. The Mavericks spread the court, creating opportunities for their best player to set up plays. Although Harden receives numerous individual awards for his play, the club did not see much success with him. It is difficult to compete against other contenders without a running buddy. As he tries to accomplish the unthinkable and lead Dallas to the NBA Finals, Doncic is discovering this the hard way against Golden State. If he keeps doing this, he will move up roughly by 10 slots annually. If he continues on this path at 34, it'll be difficult to claim he is inferior to anyone or better than anyone. What is your take on Luka Doncic? Do you think he's on the verge of becoming one of the all-time superstars of the NBA? Do let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. For more interesting stories and updates, subscribe to our channel, and do not forget to press that bell icon for notifications. Goodbye!